Hello, hello, hello. What do I use for streaming? OBS? Ah, that one. That's a stream elements overlay. So yeah, stream elements. And then you can create overlays here. But I'm not logged in right now, but yeah. Well, I can log in. Wait, give me a second. So yeah, you go here and then you have your login, right? And then you have your overlays and you can edit those. And basically you just put stuff here. So that's where the sub follower notifications come here. Raid alert is here, and it basically links to events from from what's the name, from Twitch or YouTube, depending on which thing it is. And then YouTube start, I think that's the intro screen. Yeah, and it has a timer running, and the timer starts when the scene activates, basically. Yeah, that's it. So if I would want to reset the timer, I would need to in OBS switch scenes, but yeah. And they have a couple of, I think I got this from Stream Elements. They have like a couple of free-to-use templates in there, in like the overlays gallery, I think, yeah. So I looked here and then I took one and stripped it out and adjusted it a little bit. All right, let's close that. All right, so I fixed my missing include yesterday late in the evening. It was actually, well, it was straightforward, but I had to do a little bit of extra legwork for my project setup to work. Basically what I did is I wanted to have this in a separate include directory, because otherwise we had issue with the include directory. So what I did is I moved Wayland here into our libs folder, which is part of the engine. And all that Wayland folder does is it just creates, if it finds Wayland and we are on Unix, where that is happening here. So if we are on Linux, we add that subdirectory so that we are in a different binary directory. That's the main reason why I do an add subdirectory and don't do it directly here, because that has the benefit that when we now look for Wayland XDG, it's below in libs Wayland as well in the build directory, right? If it wouldn't be in a Wayland subfolder, it would just be in libs without Wayland. Not a big deal, but yeah. And then I create a dummy target here, add all of it, all the XDG stuff to that dummy target, Wayland XDG. Then just some export stuff that is needed. And then all I do in my graphics library is just link against that target, and that's it. And then we can include it nicely. Here, Wayland XDG. And that fixes it. And now I can properly include it. And it's not actually in the graphics target, the generated file. It's somewhere in the libs folder of the build directory, which is nice. All right, a long story short, let's continue. Do I not? Oh, I don't have window included here. Okay, so we need that for sure. Don't think I need event handler, thread, and path. Okay, I mean, that is probably right. Let's actually copy that include list. And copy over the thread. Yeah, that one I'm not sure. We probably don't have that, but we most likely have something similar to that. Let's get rid of that for now. We don't need that. Exactly, I don't think we want that here, because we most likely want to do a little different. So I think what I want to do is have here, if Onyx is Linux, do I maybe move that to a file? Maybe. Maybe Wayland display. Or do I want that? Don't think we need that. Oh, let's keep it. And then I think I want to copy a couple of things over there. Most notably for now that. And probably some more. I mean, the thing is, let's first include it actually in the thing here, sources. I should have already done the CPP as well. What was that notification that I just saw? Then disappeared. Whatever. Ah. On YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, just looking. Why is my sound not working for that? That's the bizarrest thing, but okay. Need to look at that in the future again, but thank you, thank you. Is that here? Yeah. Third. Ah, okay, it's me subbing to you. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. I mean, I planned in the future to do some tutorial-like videos, but so far I didn't actually find the time or motivation to do it. But for now, it's a nice way to have like all the VODs, I guess, at least. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought, right? So that goes away. Pretty sure those go away then. But I still need to figure out all of that a little bit. So let's do a public. Even though I think that would be basically default. Well, actually, maybe not. I'm not sure. I mean, Vulkan is quite like, I mean, a lot of people use Vulkan, and welcome Scourger's fan. I mean, yeah, it's not something, I'm not like doing anything unique, but Repository. All right. That should. Or did I mistype? Oh, okay. I mistyped for sure. Okay. Right. Of course, I forgot the CPP, so let's add that. Wayland play CPP. Hey, what's up? Onyx graphics, window, Linux, Wayland display. And then let's go to our CMake file and of course add that. Window Linux Wayland display.cpp and window Linux native window.cpp. Maybe I just to rename that. I don't know. Let's leave it. And let's build again. Oh yeah, for WhatsApp I can say as well. So I fixed my include thing. Wasn't too difficult, but it was a little bit of a hassle for the include directory sake, because I wanted it to be, because it generates stuff in the binary directory as is. The problem is that it would generate the file, if I do it for the graphics API, directly into this folder without any subfolder or anything. It would just put it right in here because that's the binary directory. So what I did is I moved it into my libs folder where I have imgui and Vulkan memory allocator, and added a new Wayland subdirectory here. It could be in the libs directory, but it's cleaner maybe with the subdirectory. And I have the CMake list here, and I add a dummy target for it, which is called Wayland XDG, and then I generate the stuff for that. Mostly because I don't want to expose that full binary directory as a potential include path, because in theory you could then say include directories. It's more I don't really like that, and that's where the path would then be suddenly weird, because you have the direct path to this, and then what that would mean is where do we have that? Is game core or like graphics gen? Where is it? Oh my god, where? Graphics gen CPP. This one. Instead of this being the valid, or like this is a valid path, but then this one would be a valid path as well. Generated hub private Onyx graphics Onyx graphics dot gen dot h. This would be a valid path to include, and this would be a valid path to include, and both would be the same file. I didn't do the directory option. It's really just the directory option didn't really help too much. This is basically what I did. I moved it into a CMake, into an interface library that has zero overhead. It's just how CMake then handles the files. And it doesn't actually have anything. It's really more or less just that, and then it works. You'll just link against this XDG target then, Wayland XDG, and it basically has those two source files in there. That's all it does. This is really just for installing. I don't think you need that necessarily. All right. That being said, I think we have our project. Yeah, we do. Let's close a couple of things again. All right, so that would be the Wayland display, I think. And I really like the view of Visual Studio more, where I have them next to each other with the filters, but I guess that's just how we have to live with it. Linux. And let's do here is Linux. And then let's remove all of that crap for now. That was the Windows one. Perfect. That's not what I wanted. Ah, we do already have that. Never mind. Did I already? Oh yeah, I did already do a couple of changes here. Never mind. Why would it not autocomplete? I mean, I can install it, but I thought I already have that. Whatever. And then let's get from the native window Linux. Let's get that part over. I think we would assert in this case. Could not connect to Wayland display. Could get Wayland registry. And now we have this, which I think I will handle different. I don't think I need the static, right? I mean, it could be as well. Ah, let's do it. Let's keep it there. I'm not quite sure about that though. Okay. Why do you not? Oh, that's why. Hmm. Is there another example how to do that? Wayland initialization. Wayland Vulkan. Ugh, that's sick. God damn it. Not what I wanted, but okay. Where is the registry? Here. I have no idea what that Onyx Engine does, to be honest. I'm not a VS Code person usually, so I can't really tell you. VR registry add listener. What does that do? Okay, so I guess I could do it like that. I think I will do it like that. Doesn't really matter, it could as well live in the function itself. Registry callback. Registry remove callback. This is, I guess, the registry handler. And remove has data, registry, and name. Nothing else. Okay. I mean, that would work. No, let's do it like that. So local. Static analyze, kind of like LSP. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. And then this is this here, and so we can, what we can do is Wayland display pointer, static cast, data, and here as well, although I'm not sure what we need it for, but let's see. Display and display. Okay, and then we have an M compositor and an M shell, I guess. And if they are empty, we as well have an error. M compositor is not null pointer, otherwise could not bind Wayland protocols missing. Okay. Then okay, that's just a warning, I guess. So I guess we could do just a warning. If oh, okay, they did something with Python along those lines as well. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. There was a time of like 1 or 2 years where I thought Windows is heading down the correct path again, but yeah, it seems like they gave up on that again. Is that a forward declare in like I think that's a forward declare, right? At least it looks like. I don't know what else it would be. Okay. But I would want to probably forward declare all of them. So let's see, what is WL display? Can I find that somehow? It's a struct. I would guess, okay. So what I should be able to do is struct that. Probably all of those, then I can get rid of that. Just have that here. And here we include that. Probably... for now, let's not do it. Probably we need another one. Maybe use Wayland or something like that. If we would ever want to change it, maybe we do that. Or local. Because technically, as this is an anonymous namespace, if I would ever include Unity builds, those symbols could overlap if I have another registry callback somewhere. I mean, technically I would need something more specific, like Wayland register callback, maybe even. I mean, maybe we do that. Why not? It doesn't really add anything. It's more like guarding if I ever want to add Unity builds. I don't know. Let's not do that for now. Alright. Did I? Oh, mshare. And seat. And then let's add those as well. Get shell handle. And WL seat pointer. All right. Not sure if I make them const. I will think about that later. I mean, technically they should be const, I think. Why? Okay, well, it's the stupid intelligence here or what? Oh no, there is... Oh, well... Yeah, Unity builds are really good for... yeah, less compile time. I mean... Or was it less linking? I'm not sure. I think it was less linking, right? You reduced the linking time, I think. But yeah, they can be painful for development. Incremental stuff, yes. I'm not sure what other benefits of Unity builds there are. Yeah, speed up compilation. Yeah. Oh yeah, because then you don't necessarily, like, you don't have the whole, you build like a header multiple times, right? Because you basically have everything in one. So you don't parse and do a header multiple times. That I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't think so. Runtime wise, it should be the same. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is, for example, why I would name it different so that I don't have like multiple functions with the same name in an anonymous namespace, but that's mostly it. Actually, now that at work I found out that now what I would want to maybe look at in the future is that actually add, I mean, that comes basically for free with 4.2.1 CMake. They added a fast build generator, and that's very interesting, and I would want to try that out. It should just work out of the box. And instead of using the Ninja or Visual Studio generator, using the fast build generator. I'm not sure if you're familiar with fast build, but it's an amazing thing. Well, not that it matters in my scale currently, but fast build is it basically just is a thing that calls your compiler for you, so it doesn't do anything necessarily, but what it does is it's distributed compiling. So you install an executable on multiple machines in your network, which is the fast build executable, and you run it, and then all of them have to have access to one shared folder in the network. So you will have one network folder that is shared, and all of the fast build agents look into that folder, and basically that's how they communicate with each other, which makes it super simple to set up. And then they distribute compile for you. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I have 2 with my server 3, so it wouldn't help a lot too, but I just want to try. It should be super easy to do, and then I would be basically compiling on 3 machines my project, which speeds it up, of course, because then I have, instead of my, I don't know, what do I have, 8 cores, I have suddenly 32 or something like that. Well, not really, my server has 2, so not 8 per machine, but yeah. And yeah, what big companies use to generate or compile their stuff, so it's basically used in any AAA project, is fast build, because you have a lot of machines always that idle because people are either doing a coffee break or whatever, and then you can use their computer for compiling. Yes, we do. Well, in Ubisoft we used fast build. In my current work, I don't think you can find that. SNDBS. Okay, I mean, it says it here, but SNDBS is a similar thing. It's just from, it comes with the PlayStation dev kit, or like not dev kit, but with a PlayStation SDK, SNDBS, but it's way harder to set up and it's slower actually than fast build. A little bit slower. I mean, it's again still distributed compiling, but it's as well not easy to get, because you would need a SDK for PlayStation to get SNDBS access. Whereas fast build is an open source thing, as far as I know. Yeah, open source. And not linked to, because getting SNDBS working for Windows builds is not, I think, straightforward, if I remember correctly, because it's built for PlayStation stuff. But yeah, but again, this should be plug and play, basically just changing the thing, and then yeah, this generates a BFF file, which is the build file for fast build, and with that you basically call fast build, give it that file, and it will run it distributed and with the compiler that you have available, basically, and should be fairly transparent from anyone, but I would need to test it, because then I can put it on my thing that it supports, even though I didn't really do anything for it, because CMake just suddenly added to it, which is actually amazing. I think that's a big win for CMake that they added this generator. Anyways, long story short, I have my Wayland display here. What I need to do is go to my Windows system, actually to my Windows system's header, if we are Linux, then we have a unique... Do I need a unique pointer? I don't think so. Ah, but then I would need to include it here, right? That's fine. Display. Wayland display. No, I have not, but yeah, true. I think they have something like that for Unity builds as well. I think I saw something as well, but no, I did not. Why is there a squiggly line? Did it really just say? What are you talking about? Okay, you're kinda stupid, not gonna lie. Okay, now it's gone. Funny. And I thought Visual Studio IntelliSense is bad, but that's another level. Do I have everything to at least try a build? I mean, it will definitely not work, but... Probably. I'm wondering. Private defined. I think I want the public defined here as well. Or do I want the private one? No, I think a public one. But actually, I think I should be able to do that in here, right? Can I do Onyx? Let me check my beautiful help us script. No, not here. So we have private defines. I think it's not that, it's that. I think. I need to debug that, but I think what might work is list. arcs. Wait, the target is already defined here, right? No. So actually I can probably do target. Can actually add a define. Compare definitions, targets. Onyx use Wayland 1. How is that again? No, here. Can I do an if? Do that somewhere else, I think. Yeah. I think we can do that. Oh, that if statement is a pain. I think it's something along those lines. And that would be Onyx graphics. Is it just Wayland library here? Wayland font. Does that work? Guess we can put a breakpoint here. Or no, because I don't see the output of that. But it would be something like that, I think. Ish. But I don't think if that's correct or not. CMake generator if on variable. Is GNU. Okay, so that would work. So probably I do this. Maybe. And this one I could as well move. What? No. What's that? Alright. Plan for today would be maybe getting the start screen running. Because I'm not sure if I can manage to do the input as well today. It's quite a lot, but let's see. I mean, maybe mouse. I mean, keyboard is not that much different, but it's just a lot of code that needs to be written. But the thing is, again, I'm not an expert on any of that because my Linux knowledge is minimal. But as far as I heard, Wayland is better than X11 because it at least has VSync. And it supposedly is the future, or at least I was told that. Because X11 doesn't even have, as I said, VSync, which is kind of bizarre. Or maybe it does, but not, I don't know, again, yeah. So that was one of the main reasons why I chose Wayland, to implement Wayland, because of VSync. Maybe that was a stupid idea, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, it always takes competition to drive forward advancement, I guess. So maybe it's that. Why is my path like that? Well, whatever. Who cares? Does it now work if I do and Onyx use Wayland? It seems like. Seems like that works. I might move at the end that into a separate folder, like the Wayland folder or something like that, so that we have that as well a little bit away from the rest. All right, and I mean that should be that. And that should already create the Wayland display then. Actually, I think what I should do... Well, that doesn't seem to work, never mind. That expands to 1, but that doesn't expand to 1. Sad. Is that not how it would be done? If condition. CMake if. I mean, maybe I need... Maybe I need to check the thing with the bool. Like do that bool. Like that. Okay. Well, I will not use it for now, so I'm just adding it for having it. And I mean, once I think Linux itself is running, if it's running with Wayland, I think X11 then shouldn't be that much more complicated to add. Because then at least it runs, right? And then it's more just a doing. Hello, Valor. So we have written our build files. Let's see. Do we now have? I should see it even here, right? Well, or in the graphics one. Yes, I did. I can show you in a second. First, I need to figure out if my Wayland is now there. Oh yeah, use Wayland 1. Beautiful. Nice. So what was it? It was mostly me being a little bit pedantic about include directories. So the thing is that those functions that come with the Wayland stuff and the find Wayland package stuff from KDE, they generate 4 files in the binary directory, so in the build directory. So they can be seen. Okay, well that didn't work. Wayland XDG. So those 4 here are generated in a build directory. And if I would have added those in the graphics target directly here, they would have not been, they would have been in build Onyx module graphics and then directly in there. The problem is with that in that folder, so they would end up here in that folder. I have like those subfolders, and in here, for example, I have as well headers and stuff like that. And they would be suddenly part of the include, like this whole thing would be in the include directories, which I wanted to avoid because I don't want you to include something with /generated/private/onyx/graphics blah blah blah. So instead, I always try to keep the includes on the module level. As you can see here, it's always Onyx Engine and not private Onyx Engine or something like that. So what I did to compensate for all of that is create a separate target just for an external library, similar to what we do with ImGUI or Vulkan memory allocator. Just create a static library or an interface library. It's more or less the same. Build the sources there, so then they end up in their own binary directory, and then I link against that in my graphics project, and that solves the whole include directory stuff. It's a bit convoluted, it's a little bit of CMake stuff, yeah. Mostly CMake stuff. Alright, so this should now be one. Yes. Perfect. Did I build? I think I did, but probably it failed. Let's see what WR surface. Struct WR surface. And then pointer keyboard. Let's not do that because I'm not sure where I would want to have those yet. So let's just have the surface here for now. That will not work, but let's see where we end up with that. So in theory, we should be passing the Wayland display, hopefully. So I hope we would end up here and connect everything. Okay. I'm still very new to Linux. I mean, I've used it in the past, but then stopped, and yeah, in the games business, it's not really a thing, right? So I never really encountered it or needed it. And my interest for it was not really strong. Oh, how did I do that? Yeah, I mean, it looks like it, right? I mean, Windows as well doesn't really get a lot of good points currently with all the AI stuff and things they do. So there's a good chance. I think now is the best chance for Linux to get some market share in the gaming industry. Well, I think that was a... I've read that as well, that was more a statement blown out of proportion. It's one guy, it seems like, that wants to try it inside the company, so I would say it's not happening, but alright, so this goes away. Probably that goes away as well. Yeah. That one goes away. Let's Do I have a show hide here? No, I don't, but I probably need. Where would that be? Show hide after create and destroy before minimize. Okay, so here. Create. Where's the destroy? Doesn't exist. Do I even need to create them? Oh yeah, create is there. Destroy, not so much. Alright. Alright. Focus. I mean, oh, let's leave that. Set size. I think we have that in here. Yeah. I think those. Let's keep that as well. State. Probably. Okay. Is that correct? I don't think so. Set state, get required extensions, exactly. Okay, let's see where we go with that. Probably still not done. Yeah. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, they're definitely on the vibe coding thing, but I don't believe that they will do that they rewrite it in the foreseeable future. It's just not maintained like that. That's just not a smart business choice. Yeah, that is. But then again, with the work that Steam did to just magically make games work on Linux with almost no input from a game developer, don't think it's really needed necessarily anymore, but I think it would be a better experience probably if you do it, like if you support it natively. On start. Okay, I guess my Wayland, my Linux thing is a little bit outdated. It seems like it. private. So I need those functions and I need another one on start. And I think that's mostly it for now. And I mean, it's always good if your engine reaches more people, right? So I think that's another benefit of it. If I have it running on Linux, maybe more people would be interested in it. Because it's one thing having the game running on Linux, but another one having the editor running on Linux as well. Because then you can do big games on your Linux machine. Create games on your Linux machine, that's what I wanted to say. Read definition, create native window. Do I have that? Create native? Oh, here. Okay. Was that the only thing? It seems like it. That happens when you change out a mock class for a real class and only do it halfway. And I would want to call this actually Wayland window, but if I do that, then I would have to name the Windows window different, and I don't want to name a class Windows window. I mean, what the hell? Windows window. It's like, god damn it. Why did you choose that stupid name? But maybe I will just do it. And even though it's ugly. Yeah. It's a little bit ugly, not gonna lie, but probably I have to do the same. What? Okay, that's warnings. I don't care about those. Ah, this is the actual error. Let's remove that for now. I mean, maybe, yeah. Or win window. How about that? It's a window if you win. And then we have a lose window as well. It's a Windows 11 version. Alright. I mean, it would be nice to compile again for once. How about that? Well, it looks fine because I think we are past... Yeah, we are past the graphics module. So, I mean, there might be linker errors, but... I should actually put it to do here. Fix. Well, actually, no, let's keep that again. And Probably in Wayland window we actually added. Yeah. But then in this case, how do I nicely solve that? That will be interesting. Because that's quite a big difference to how Windows handles its stuff. With the inputs. I mean maybe not quite a lot different, but a little different. Let me open the example again. Vulkan examples. Because I think you get this thing here for the capabilities. But that means, how do I get multiple keyboards? Because you had an array, but here I only get one. Or do I get multiple cores here potentially? Not sure yet. But we're building. Input will be still interesting. Well, and it will be interesting if it even boots to begin with, to be honest, but let's see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Okay. So I guess I need to do some, I mean, yeah. It was anyways the thing on stop undefined. Well, okay. What do I do in the Windows one on stop? Probably not a lot, to be honest. Yeah, actually that's what I thought. On start on that, and then all right. Building for another 10 years now. Let's maybe Linux seat. Okay, so technically there is only one seat always. According to this at least. Okay. So if I read that correctly here, where was it? That it just remaps even if you have two keyboards, it just internally still the same seat. And you just get keyboard events from both. As if they were one keyboard. Which is kind of weird, but okay. I might be able actually to test that in the future. So I don't know why it's... I mean, yeah, I guess it's fine. But then there is no concept of I mean, okay, maybe there is a concept of active window, but in Windows... Oh shit, we are booting. On Windows you have like a window message loop per window. And I guess that's not a thing. Get system. Graphics system. Okay, fair. I mean... Although the graphics system should exist. No, wait. Shouldn't it exist? Ah, okay. Oh, god damn it. We got a M-compo. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I of course did only half of the work. Because we need to do this part here in the registry callback. And the other thing is... Ah, that's why he did it as a... okay, I see. Might be useful after all to do that in a member function. Where is the remove callback? Oh, it does nothing in the remove callback, okay. Yeah, I cannot be setting the Wayland compositor here, right? That's what I thought. All right, then let's change that. Private static. Yeah, I mean, that I know. Ah, you can... Yeah, but... in the keyboard event. Oh, okay, I see. In the keyboard event, I get the surface or what? Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I didn't look at those events yet. Then that makes sense. Or something like that. Alright, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I know how to then do it. Cool. Can I do that again? Is the IntelliSense? Thank you. How did you do that? What the hell? Wait, Wayland, this. Oh yeah, okay, fine. Do it here. Why did it do that again? What was the name for that interface? Okay. Not sure why it didn't do that automatically, but alright. And then let's not do that. Okay, I see. That's why it was a static constant. I mean, we can do it. I'm not opposed to it. I thought I can do it a little bit different, but okay. Static const struct. And unregister callback. All right. This one unused. Okay. Don't really like that approach. Can I maybe... I mean, I guess it's fine. Is there a string compare from std? I would want std. there a better version? Probably not, right? Not a C++20 or whatever, it's just fine. We can deal with that. Probably. No, it's fine, I think. Oh yeah, thank you. Missed that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that better. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's. Oh no, it needs to be point, I think, and then I can dereference it, or because otherwise it might not let me cast it. I'm not sure anymore. Dereference wrong. Although maybe it should let me, right? I don't know. I think that doesn't exist. Can I do that? I'm not sure anymore. Is that allowed? Can I dereference a void pointer? I don't think so. Let's see if it complains. I probably want to do a static cast. Usually prefer those. Beautiful, whatever that 3 means. Version. Okay. Oh no, it's... Oh no, it was version. But why is it 3 and not version? I am not sure if I'm using Wayland 7. You ask me questions. That's funny. Okay, now we have another seed listener here, okay. Which for some reason just has that, which is weird. Okay, we need another one. Static. Seed capability. Oh my god, I can't type that word. Capabilities callback, which will be seed capabilities. Just that, okay. Seed add listener. All right. Where is that? No, where is this? I mean, That's a static const one as well. Okay, and that is suddenly living outside, okay. Is that just to keep alive or whatever? That the window is still there? I'm not sure. Okay. Why is that static though? I don't think it needs to be static. All right. So we have that. We have the seed capabilities. I mean, we can copy over that as well. Although I might want to change that. Keyboard, key map, key enter, leave, and key. Oh, this one is the one with the surface, okay. What is this one? Key map. Do I find that? Okay, probably not that listener. You're right. Yeah, but I mean, what are those events doing? Enter event, key event, keyboard mapping. What is keyboard mapping? What does that do? I mean, those I understand. The key event, enter and leave is basically, I think, a connect and a disconnect of the keyboard. That is the key event. That is for modifiers. Not sure what groups is, but okay. Yeah, repeats. But that keyboard mapping, I'm not quite sure. Okay. Key map format XKBV1. Is that... Yeah, it's basically this, which basic enum number is what key, or what is the key map, I guess. Okay, I think I see. That's basically to have oh, okay. I think I get it. Kinda. That's actually not such a bad thing, but yeah, just need some wrapping my head around it. Okay, I see. Yeah, not sure. Let's not do that yet. Future may ever do that. Oh, all good, all good. Don't worry. U32. Oh, that was already capabilities. I think I want to write that out. Because why not? And I think I should be able. That's interesting. I see. Okay. Alright. Let's comment all of it. Alright, let's see where we get from there. I think we should not crash, hopefully, anymore. Because we should initiate those correctly. I'm wondering... yeah, not sure yet how to do it. Hey, why would that be there? Oh, 1 second. Alright, unfortunate, what... Is it not unregistered car bank? And wasn't it that same thing? Void cannot with... Am I stupid? Probably. Miss... Yeah. True. We are missing that one. And I don't think I want that. Don't need that. Was it? No, it was not a U in 32, right? The name. Oh, it is a name. U32. Never mind. It's probably IntelliSense again. Right. So today is the 28th. On the 31st, I will do a stream with a little bit different topic. Similar to last year. We will do an implementation for a particle system using the shader graph. That doesn't... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So I'd have to do this and then need to take the address of that. Then it works. Yes. Oh. This one. And this one. And we of course don't have a seed capabilities callback. And that should probably be it. We need a cast here. Okay, probably better. Let's see how far we get today. I really would want to get at least the start screen. Invalid use of this. Oh, why is it this? Wait. How would that work? Shouldn't that be data? How did that work in his code? What? It's in the register callback. There was a static one, right? Ah, because he calls it on himself. I see. Okay. Yeah, but that's fair. I mean, I think I can just forward the data here and not do that. I mean, it's, I guess, a matter of taste. Maybe I change it later. Yeah, it's actually... Let's see. Is that not... different number of parameters? Wait. We have the data as well, right? Probably. If I would have to guess, right? Yeah, it's a void pointer. Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm not done. How would I want to do that? I'm just wondering if this part, if it should be in the input library or we do it similar to Windows where we just forward it. I think we do it similar because it's most of the time always linked together, right? The window and input are linked in some sense. So probably best to keep it like that. But we can definitely yeah, I mean, maybe. Let's see, I will think about that. We will not do input today, we will probably do input tomorrow. And then I have some time to think about that. Maybe we do some small refactor on the input implementation to clean that up and make a little change to Windows. Which I think is anyways kinda needed because we have the game like the game controller flying around just in the input system as is, and that is not platform agnostic. Jesus, those build times are insane. Is it like building with like one core or what? Oh, it's pretty much, I think, building with one core, yeah, ish. Why do I have so many? Close that, let's close that. Unfortunate, what? Eh? Did I not say debug? Because those are not issues that should fail. The build. I will get something to drink while that builds for 10 years. I mean, what is it even doing? Stop. Let's do that again, please. I mean, that's insane. Alright, be right back again. Using the time for a tactical break. undefined reference. Is that not there? Does it really need to be a static const? I think that's wrong, right? But I mean, maybe. I don't think you need to mark it like that, but okay. Do I need maybe more includes? Is that maybe it? Do I need more includes? Doesn't look like it. Wayland XDG shell client protocol S. So it's this, right? Yeah. Why is the structo here? That makes no sense for me at all. Always. Is that like a C thing? Oh, okay. I see. Maybe. Not sure. It's a little bit bizarre to me why that would be the case, but okay. Whatever. But yeah, I think I'm building like basically on one core in that environment with the WSR. Seems like my WSR does not have a lot of cores assigned, because we're basically almost idling on my CPU. Undefined reference. Oh wait, no, here. But how? Why? Oh wait, it doesn't exist. Oh, what? Oh yeah, it doesn't exist. XDG VM base interface. I see. We are missing that one. Oops. Okay, I didn't make that one. Up here somewhere. No, what? Why is it marked 2 times but it doesn't find it? Ah, wait, was it a member variable? Is that the thing? Maybe not. Questions over questions. I am confused. It's here. Do we include that somewhere else? In native window, for example? No, we don't anymore. Shouldn't it then find it? Is it maybe that I need to mark it as extern or something like that? That maybe because I'm using a separate library for it, but the interface one should just basically copy it in and it's treated as its own thing. So it shouldn't even be a separate. It wouldn't need an export. IMO. Maybe. Oh, that building is killing me. Probably I will today spend some time off stream looking at if I can boost that performance a little bit. Giving WSL more processors or something like that. I thought so, but it fails always. It looks like it should do it, but undefined reference. And for some reason it doesn't do it. But yeah, it's there. I'm not quite sure why. Why that would fail. Or is it because it's a... I'm wondering if it's because it's in the... No, it's here, extern, yeah. How can that happen that it's not? I am confused. Why would that not work? Bizarre, to say the least. Let's try something. It's a stupid thing, but we never know. So that should still include everything done. But that can't be the reason. I doubt that will change anything. That's Odin, but yeah, maybe. No, it's the same thing, right? Wait, that's even worse. What? What? Did I mistype or? How does that suddenly not work anymore? What? Fun times. Wear socks. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, why is it like that? Why is it formatted like crap? Okay. Those includes... For which one is it? Oh, that's for input. Oh. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, understood it. And I think it's fine. I think that's fine. The thing is, it doesn't find it in the input system, which links against graphics, so that's why it cannot be in the header. That makes sense. It's not allowed to be here, but then maybe I misread the error and it was in a different thing that it complained. So that was that the native window.h was included in input, and the input module does not link against Wayland because it's a private dependency of graphics. It shouldn't be out, like the input system shouldn't care what Windows system we are using. I agree with that. But I'm wondering if maybe the error was then something similar or not. I'm not sure. Although it shouldn't, because that's a private thing, so... yeah, I did. I mean, Rainbow Six was a 5 versus 5 shooter, right? Like Counter-Strike. So I did some stuff there, and my games before that, even though they were not AAA, as well involved networking, and I was on a networking programming high school. No, probably not. I don't think I have a good book for that. I'm looking at my collection, but I don't think I have a book on networking for games. But I can ask around. But yeah, no, I don't really have one. But I bet there is one. But yeah. But I mean, if you have some specific question, maybe I can answer it. But yeah, otherwise it's a very broad topic. So I could talk probably for days on that. But I will ask someone that I know that is quite like more capable than me on it. Okay. Yeah, I will come back to you with a bit more, with a concrete, either a book or maybe a PDF kind of thing. I bet there is one that I can get recommendations for. Alright, so we are having this, but where do we have that? No, we have that in the linking stage, right? That's just the linker that it complains about then. That's bizarre. I've read that for years now. Back when I was in school in 2006 and 7, I was learning about IPv6 and that it's the future, and we're still not there yet. I mean, it's more used, but I would say IPv4 is still used. But yeah. And that was when I did like the networking high school, network programming high school. All right. Why, dear Linka, why do you hate me? Shouldn't that be just work? CMake. It's probably my beautiful workaround for CMake. I wonder if it's... But why would that be a thing? So this one, what does it do if it's a public source, which it is in this case? Oh wait. What does it do with that? Hold on. Code type. But it still adds it as a private target. That's a bit sus. Not too sure if that is correct what it's doing there. I mean, I guess I can do that again. Add that to Wayland XGG sources. Is that correct? Looks correct. I mean, I think I can even do that. Let's try that. I don't know. Maybe that's better. Not sure if that makes a difference, but I think it should. Not sure why he added the thing as private things in the I'm not sure. Bit sus, or not sus, but yeah, bit confusing. Question is, do we still wait? What? Oh, that's the native window. Who cares about that? Nobody. Maybe, yeah. I mean, that's maybe I need to split it. I have no idea. But it was anyways weird that it adds it everything to the private code. Another option would have been... No, I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out how it works. Might as well be garbage, right? Why is it not scrolling? I press end and it doesn't scroll. That's annoying. Does it do now? Does it scroll now? Maybe. I love it always adding new libraries with find package. It's always so easy and straightforward. Not. Well, it depends. Some are easy, some are not. I mean, worst case, I have to just, yeah, deal with it and just do it in the graphics API, in the graphics system, graphics module, and just live with the weird include directories, but I would want to avoid that if possible. Well, it seems it at least compiles and finds the header, so that's a one win. So the include directory works, but let's see if we can link it. I actually saw one issue with that I fixed now in the Linux branch, but I think it's not submitted yet. With the actual game project, it was not. It had RTTI enabled by accident, which I think is something that Captain Chica noticed probably because he told me that I have RTTI enabled, but I didn't intend to. But it was just a mistake in the CMake file. You can do it, I believe, Flinker. You can fix it. We're already at applications, so I think we should be soon TM done. Probably I get the same error. And it didn't change anything. Yeah, I never do dynamic casts. Dynamic casts are if you use a dynamic cast, I think you need to rethink your system. It's my opinion. I never use dynamic cast. Static cast always. Why? Dynamic cast is slow. Dynamic cast has an overhead. You should be able to tell what you want to cast it to with a static cast usually. Out of context. And that's why most of like bigger proprietary game engines as well disable dynamic cast. RTTI is just not something you would want normally. Some engines build their own custom RTTI with templates, which most of the time is faster for the simple cases that they used for. Well, same shit. And Godot, they don't have dynamic cast as well? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Dynamic cast is really not a good thing. It's just slow. And you should be able to know what you like in even the cases where I need to do like am I this type and then do a static cast are 1 in 10 or something like that. Most of the time I exactly know what I want to cast it to out of context already from the application. It's very rare that I do a check. So I mean, for example, the component meta is like one example of that, right? That would be the one place where I do a static cast to some stuff, but it's templated away. So basically I have this base class and then I have per component in my ECS system, I have one templated component meta class. So the only thing I do is call a virtual function here, and then inside here I know the exact type. So I cannot just static cast it to that exact type because I know that this component meta got exactly generated with exactly this one component, and I don't need a dynamic cast anymore. Yeah, that song is somehow louder. What can I say? Let me turn it down a little bit. Didn't change music volume, but the song just is louder. All right, I am. Unfortunate. Okay, let's do another try. So how does a client header and the code? Set property source. Client header property skit, whatever that does. And then yeah, he adds it to the private sources here, but now I'm not doing that. And then here as well he does that and adds all of them. Oh wait, he only adds the header here. Oh, but that's... Is that the one? Or is... No, it's this one, right? Client header. Oh, this one is the right one, or? This is the client protocol. Yeah, and protocol. Yeah, you're maybe a little bit behind, all good. That stream delay, even though I set it to 0. I mean, we can try one more thing, even though I don't think it will change anything. Because I think that does exactly the same. I think that's doing exactly the same thing. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably need to do some more CMake investigation. I think it's mostly that it's something with how I set up that thing. I mean, I think that should be fine. Because I mean, that's what I do with ImGUI as well. ImGUI is as well a static one, where everything... I mean, okay, not quite. Yeah, I mean, let's see. It's slightly different. Because I have some target sources that are just in the private one. Oh, but that would probably work actually. It might actually be the better option. I don't know, let's see. Let's first see what that does. But I think there is no difference between a static one and the interface library. In that sense, what I did here. Okay. So I guess we could do that. Maybe I did it wrong then. I think that's wrong what I'm currently doing. Never mind. Let's bring that back up there. And probably do that again. And then have that there be the binary directory. Maybe it was that I did... What does this actually do, this private stuff? Because it doesn't really make... It forwards this to the executable, right? Oh, to this command. What do you mean? CMake? Hello? And me suffering. That's what you're looking at. Me suffering. Oh man. Why is that? You want to talk about it? Let's do a therapy session. That's bad? Oh, okay. I see. Maybe I know where the story is going. My motivation to keep streaming every time I have to deal with CMake is dropping low, to be honest. CMake is a pain, but I don't have anything better. It's linking longer than usual. Oh, it actually built. Holy. Well, kind of. Well, we built and then we crash. I think. Where's my core stack? Oh, here. Alright. We again did a weird crash, which I don't quite understand why. Well, I changed my build file, so worst case I change it back to what it was, but let's see. But it will mean we have to redo a bunch of compiling again, which is very, very, very sad. Oh man. So there seems to be a difference between interface and static. After all, I thought interface just copies it over and treats it as if it would be in the target it's linked against, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Or it was the private code. I'm not sure. Maybe I missed that. I don't know. Because I can't remember anymore at the start of the stream. I would need to go back into the VOD and see. Maybe I was missing the private code option in the call to the function. That's what changed. Yeah, whatever. Let's just be happy that it works. No, not gonna happen. The little bit of Python I'm currently doing on the side with my fiance because she wants to do something kills me enough already. I don't know, I mean, yeah, I'm not hating Python, but I try to avoid it if I can. But then again, CMake is as well painful, so maybe Maybe you have a point that there is like a lesser evil. CMake is nice because scones is one of them. Okay, CMake, I mean, maybe scones or any Python one has that as well, but it's really nice with CMake if you like the fetch content that you can just use a Git repository as is with like the fetch content thing is really amazing. And that's like one of the main reasons why I'm still with CMake, because all the other build systems and like generators that I saw don't really have anything like that, or like easily integrate, like not writing your own build script for each library that you include. So unless I find a good one that does that basically as well for free, I don't see myself changing, because I don't want to write build scripts for all of my external libraries if I don't have to. It's already enough work right now maintaining the project with CMake and stuff like that. Not sure if that is the same what I said, but I would disagree with that. It's just I don't want to spend time doing a build system. You don't. Well, actually, you know who I'm working for. God damn it. Should have not disclosed that information. Mistakes were made. Well, if you... Okay, maybe you don't. Okay, never mind. Don't go watch the VODs. Well, you don't know which VOD, so it's fine. I thought you were in that stream, but maybe not. What? That one I don't understand. My fiance is blonde, if that's but I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. I mean, that's something we seem to have in common. I think you said that once, but I'm not sure anymore. These build times on this WSL thing, Linux subsystem, are killing me. I mean, I should be glad that it works, but it's there. Why? Why do I not get a break? Did I not put a breakpoint there? Where is my... Okay. Native window. Linux? Or no, not native window, sorry. Wayland display. Yeah, why is that not triggering? What the... That's bizarre. Failed loading modules. Why? Questionable. Is my mount points is gone? App settings is probably discarded or what? No, that actually looks maybe fine. Oh no, it's discarded, but why? I mean, that was working last time. Well, actually, let's do... That's bizarre, to say the least again. Where my... Thought my working directory would be correct, but probably it's not. I don't know. Oh well, we do until 5 today and then I will probably call it a day. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow. And yeah, 31st or 1st of January we do it. Yeah, that's the main thing why I didn't do it. I thought about doing a dual boot, but that's the main reason why I didn't do it. The stream stuff. But then again, I probably will do the dual boot anyway soon because I want to test out a little bit Linux myself and see if I want to switch away from Windows altogether. Windows served me well my last 25 years or whatever. And now they are annoying me. Yeah, I do. I mean, yeah, it's kind of, well, not scared. I don't know if scared is the right word. Okay, yeah, that's wrong. Why is that the debug directory? It's probably because of this launch thing blub, blub, that I did. Launch JSON, is it here? Workspace folder. But shouldn't that take over? I would have thought workspace folder is the workspace folder. But I guess it's not, or what? And CVD would be current working directory, right? I would assume, but I guess that doesn't really work. And now it works? Wait, there's a difference between this and this button? I guess. Okay, never mind. Too many small weird buttons in that beautiful thing. Oh, we have a compositor. And we have a seed. Nice. Well, ignore the missing asset. That's fine. All good. Alright. Perfect, kinda. So let's go back to Windows system. Okay. Oh yeah. No, yeah, Windows system. Now we make unique this one plus. Well, actually, yeah. We could do anything here, but let's do that. Is Linux and is well, use Wayland. Might do that with the constructor here though, to be honest. We might remove the create function. Actually, we could already do that for Linux now. And then display. And I think the only thing I need to change probably is that here? No, sorry. Oh, where is it? Windows system here. Good luck debugging that. Bye. All good. Will just work. No need to debug that. All right. I mean, yeah, maybe that's a subject to change. Not gonna lie. And then this is Wayland display. I mean, at some point it has to be that, or completely stripping out the sources and having different sources for Windows and Linux, but some stuff is just shared, which makes sense. And at that point, you have the if-def, unless you have a better solution. If const expr is Windows. Never thought about that. But you are telling me, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I've never thought about that. I mean, it kind of makes sense. So this with the macro or what? You meant like that or what? And then else if const expr, for example, or what? Like that or what? I mean, interesting. I mean, I never thought about that, but yeah, it kind of makes sense that it works. Yeah, I mean, it does that as well, right? I mean, that's a preprocessor, but yeah. But I cannot do it in an initializer list. I mean, isn't that ugly? No, I don't care actually, but don't tell that the C++ programmer because they were like, oh my god, my initializer list. So you are telling me I should do that. Actually, I think you have a point. It's like nicer. Somehow I did not think of that. Just didn't consider that an option. Do I need to keep it on both platforms? Oh, that's not good. Why do I need to have it? Shouldn't it just be gone? Ah, but no, shouldn't it be just gone? I don't know. Do I really need to have it on both? But that's ugly. No, then if that's the case, then we go back to good old preprocessor. For now. And I will think about that anyways in the future. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's for now simpler. You lost me again, if that's the thing that I need to do. Anyways, we have that, and then we have here, and here we do Wayland display. Nah. Hell no. Onyx graphics window. Ah, okay. Oh no. Yeah, but I don't need Wayland. I don't need a display thing on Windows. So I wouldn't even know. I mean, yeah, I can do an empty struct, but is that really cleaner? I don't think so. This concept doesn't exist on Windows, I would say. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant. Not struct class. So unless you can tell me why I would need that and how that would help me, or not. I mean, I see it's cleaner and I like it, but the problem that I have is, yeah, that part that I would need to have something just for the sake of it to make it compile, which doesn't add anything on Windows, and it's actually not even a thing. What? Okay, we're probably wrong. All right. Yes. And then we kind of do that. But the start is a little bit sus. And probably I need to save. Probably I need to save the display. Or can I maybe forward it? I could try to forward it to the start function. But no, let's do it. Probably owned by that anyways, or something like that. That's not final anyways, so doesn't matter for now. Windows app, Linux app, and then X11 app, Wayland app. But then you don't use warnings as errors, or? Because if I do that, I get a warning that a member is not used. And it complains about that. Which is fine, I mean, yeah. Alright, and then let's try to create the native window and then call it a day for today. So, create native window. WL something. Oh, that's the render loop. Okay, that's interesting. We probably need that. Probably need this part here, right? If benchmark is active. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we don't need that. Maybe we need it. I'm not sure yet. Okay, here's the message loop for Windows. Okay, now then we definitely need that. Or is that the... Oh, that's the message loop. Okay. I see. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess we can take that already. Put that here for now. And then the other question is, where was the create of the surface? It's probably here somewhere in the Wayland connection. Are not quite. It's probably somewhere else. Setup window, yeah. Well, that's the Windows window. Scrolling. That's Apple. Hell no, we are not doing that. I mean, I guess we can do setup window. Is that... No, I think, yeah, that's the wrong platform. Here we are. Perfect. And create native window. No, I'm not quite sure what you mean with that. I don't mind how Wayland is doing stuff for now, I would say. It's okay. Oh, we need the M compositor here. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, I guess we get that from Wayland display, right? Get compositor handle. And here we get the shell handle. Okay. And we probably need that as well there, by the looks of it. For this one probably, right? Okay, maybe not. Oh no, it does exist in Wayland XDD shell client protocol, so yeah, that should be that one. Okay, then M XDG surface. Wait, what? Ah, yeah. Okay. And this is M surface. So we have that, and then start. Probably need this again. XDG's top lever. Okay. We don't need that. Then the only question is, where are those things? It's again something manually here in the namespace. And that would be that. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Window. And I'm probably, well, yeah, we can deal with that. Let's do one thing at a time. XDG surface, this is that. We have this one as well, which as well is probably another static void somewhere. Yeah. Might change that quite a bit in the future, but for now we will leave it. I want to get the window up and running, and then we will think of making that maybe nicer. Okay, so basically what he wants to do here is a configurant, probably based on that. Do some stuff. Which I think is, yeah, fine. I think maybe we actually do it a little. Handle configure. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Add a couple of private functions here. And then top level handle, close and configure as well, okay. What? Did I not? What the hell? Handle top level configure. top level, I don't know. Whatever. Leave, or what was it called? Close. Of course. Beautiful. Hello, GD Bobby. Welcome, welcome. Put them at the start because they're static. And then let's implement them. If Visual Studio Visual Code allows me to. God damn it, or not. Configure. Sometimes it wants to, but then sometimes it just doesn't. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, that didn't work. Great. Alright, then let's copy them. All right. And then what we do is we basically so that's quit. That's setting the size only, and that does whatever. Handle configure for the surface. And window reference. Initialized to true. Basically. And then here, that one was where we set the size, right? So window instance set size to width and height. Beautiful. I love Wayland just for that they did a signed one for that. I think on Windows it's not, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Yeah, maybe it was as well assigned. Never mind. Might be imagining that. And that should be that. And then this one, oh, that one just quits. So basically that one and window instance close. But how do I close? Let me guess. Let me look because I'm not quite sure anymore. It's running, so I think I call stop, right? And that should wait for stop false, I think. Yeah, that should do it. And then we have this beauty here, where basically while it's running, we do that with display. Well, okay, we get the display handler, I guess. But why is that on the display though? That's a bit sus, I would say. Eh? Hold on. Is that the loop? Maybe I will double check that, but why is it run on the display and not on the window? Maybe that needs to move then. Okay, get window title. Title. Mode, I think, is full screen. Window mode. That's the bizarre part that I don't quite get yet. It's probably the window then doesn't do anything itself. And that really should probably be moved then. because I don't think we need the update done here. Probably not working, but let's see. Oh yeah, we have a couple of errors up here. Never mind, forgot those. Okay. Whatever. Oh yeah, makes sense. So basically that would be M surface. Alright, but I think we don't get a window today, but we are close. I might do some stuff off stream, just a little bit, but not too fancy things. Maybe cleaning up a little bit. After dinner. But yeah, most of it should be done on stream. You should see me suffer through Linux. No, it's not that bad. And actually, I kind of like some of the API of Wayland. Actually makes sense, I would say. Maybe I'm just happy that it's not as scuffed as the Windows one. If you don't see any window and just an icon in taskbar, that's normal. Okay. I mean, I would be already happy with that. Well, yeah, what's a little bit weird is the input, like the message loop seems to be, as I said, on display, not on the surface, so we need to move that. Which is, again, as I said, fine. It's just different from Windows. But I think once that's moved, Yeah, I need to change a couple of things then, but that's over fine then, I think. Actually, that makes a couple of things simpler as well on my end. So yeah, I think that's not bad. Oh, missing asset, but I don't see anything. Not sure if I even have a window. Do I create a window? Let's see. Okay, we do. I mean, that R seems to work. So I guess we have a window, I just don't see it. Am I running this loop? Oh, maybe not. Hmm. Maybe I wait as well with that. I'm not even sure where that happens. But yeah, maybe I exited out of one of those, I don't know. Let's see. Do we get this? Do we get this? Do we get this? All good. And then probably not that one. Or no, let's do actually we're here. And then I will get something to for dinner. After display dispatch, like this one or what? Oh no, display dispatch. Oh, here. Yeah, I'm not sure. It was definitely not running the message loop, so yeah. I'm wondering if it was. Or maybe it's because of something else. Maybe it's because of something else. No, I think the message loop should run. Yeah, because we're in a separate thread. Forget everything I had in my mind. I will forget. It has nothing to do with the engine update. Okay, we get here. We do run. Hmm. Seems like it's stuck somewhere. In one of the events it seemed, but I mean maybe it's, maybe I copied that update function wrong. Ah, okay, yeah, I did. I think I did run that wrong. I copied that wrong. So basically while m is initialized, oh come on, is false, we do this. Or we could actually do that probably outside of the loop, I would say. Probably. And then while we are running, we do this while. And then we do, and if display dispatch pending, then we return here. Okay, maybe. Does it call surface configured? Yeah, that one was called. But it might have been called, yeah, sure. Wrong. Let's put it that way. I think that breakpoint should work as well. Last test. If it doesn't work, we will be back anyways tomorrow. Where would be the fun in having it done already for the window? I'm wondering if it makes sense maybe to move some of the windowing into its own module, but I will think about that for the 0.20 version of Onyx. Mostly because it feels weird that I do input handling and forwarding in Onyx graphics. That's a bit weird. It feels wrong, but there's not really another way to do it because usually it's tied together. Okay, so we get the set size, we get the window instance, the surface configure. Okay, and now we are actually running here in a loop. Okay, yeah, we are running now the loop, but I don't see a I don't see a window anywhere, but I mean, I guess, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's fine. We were figure that out eventually. All good. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining me. As usual, appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. And then we hopefully get something to see. Otherwise that would be yeah, otherwise I need to set up a real Linux machine with dual boot. If that doesn't work. But it should, because I tested other Wayland apps and they start in WSL, so it should probably work. Anyways, I will get some food. Have a nice VSR2. I am not sure. Do I get a version for that somehow? Nah. I don't know. How do I get the version? Minus version? Oops. I mean, that will probably not work, right? Yeah. WSR. Probably in a normal CMD, right? Not in VSR itself. 2.5. 0.9. All right. So yeah. See you tomorrow. Let's see. Can we raid someone? Let's raid Sada Show. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye bye.